In this video, I will show you how I used autumn colors to paint these trees under the sun, so let's get started. I'm using my cold press watercolor block for this project today, and my colors are New Gamboge, Scarlet Lake, and Alizarin. I will list all the supplies in the video description. I'm wetting the entire paper evenly and will start with New Gamboge. I'm going to cover the entire paper with the yellow, but I'm going to leave this white space here. I'm going to use a clean damp brush to wipe away the yellow that wants to move into that white space. It can take a few times until the paper dries enough to stop the paint from wanting to move. With the paper still damp, I am dabbing some of the Scarlet Lake mixed with yellow to make some abstract leaf shapes. I'm working quickly before the paper dries, and I'm avoiding getting too close to the sun area. A little closer to the sun, I'm adding a bit of a thicker yellow, New Gamboge, for some more subtle leaf shapes. I'm adding a few more orange leaves, and then some darker alizarin red towards the corners. Basically, I'm painting lightest colors closest to the sun and deeper, darker colors farther away. I still need to maintain that sun area and wipe away the drifting yellow paint with my damp brush. The paper's a lot drier, so I'm re-adding some of the yellow dabs for the leaves since it was a little wet earlier on and they kind of disappeared, so I'm just going to reapply that yellow for a little bit more abstract effect. I'm going to make this a little bit more random and we'll tap the orange paint around the paper, covering the sun with a piece of paper to protect it from the splatters. As I said, the paper is mostly dry, so the drops pretty much stay where they are. I'm going to use the side of my large damp brush to soften the spatters here and there for some soft edges. Now I'm adding some of that alizarin in the corners. I'm mixing some brown from burnt sienna and French ultramarine. This will be for the base of the tree trunks, and I want them nice and dark for contrast. I'm going to start by painting the tops of the branches, and I'm wetting the sun area so that the tips of the branches softly disappear into that white area. I'm just using plain new gamboge yellow here and softening the edges as needed. A little further down, I start adding a touch of the orange color. If it's hard to paint the branches upside down, you can just turn your paper as you go. Notice how I'm using my damp brush at the very tips of those branches just to slightly pat down, and it does enough to soften the branches and make them look like they're disappearing into that bright light. Now these lower branches, I'm making more of an orange color because they're farther from that sun, and it just enhances the effect. Now for that brown, I paint the bottom of the trunks, then use a clean damp brush to blend it gradually into the orangey red. I don't want hard edges for this effect, just soft gradual color changes. With these smaller trees in the corner, I'm trying to give the illusion that they are farther away, so I make sure the branches go behind the larger trees. Now I'm adding some more leaf details. It's easy to get carried away and a little fussy with it, and I probably went a little overboard. If I were to do it again, I'd probably make the yellow leaves a little less prominent, more subtle, but overall I still liked the effect. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you're looking for a new twist on painting autumn trees, I hope you give this a try. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more watercolor tips and tutorials. For more seasonally inspired watercolor painting videos, click one of these on the screen. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you next time.